Hey Kelly, how you doing? Okay, so first of all, thank you so much. You're working hard and you're getting a lot of studies done here, and it's good. It's good. Is it the right direction, Kelly? I don't think so. I don't. I think this is too blocky. It's creating a lot of really kind of angular and fragmented negative space, as we can clearly see right here. Okay, see that triangle right there? Then see that triangle right there, and then see that triangle right there, or that shape right there. They're kind of look like fragments, and it looks like it's falling apart, and that's what I'm a little nervous of here. That in conjunction with the fact that it's very bold and very masculine, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. It's okay to design that way, but I think there could be more versatile ways of designing. I think Kelly Lunny design is a little bit odd because I always advise designers that come to me with for design advice. I always design them to advise them to design your logo based on what you do. Okay, so yes, we're all designers, sure, but what do you design? So in other words, if I were to see this piece, I would say, okay, Kelly Lunny design. What does Kelly design though? I don't get it. What is? Are you an interior designer, a jewelry designer? For that reason, I think it's really effective to make it clear from the get, Kelly Lunny graphic design. Okay, and that's what my recommendation would be, and I think it makes perfect sense. If you want to stick with Kelly Lunny, I hope I'm saying that right. Then feel free. But I think for those reasons it makes sense. Okay. Now I've taken the liberty to kind of show. I created some mock-ups here. I hope you don't mind. I don't want you to think I'm trying to take over your work. I'm not. I just want to show you some examples, and these are based on your writing where you said, I've gone through so many iterations and finally went back to the sketchbook. And that's great. This is how it's done. I want you to know something, Kelly. When you hit a design studio as a professional designer, you're designing logos and monograms. You are going to be asked to do several hundred mock-ups and drawings, not just a few. So what you've done when you say you've gone back to drawing, that's great. Okay, so does the logo work? I don't think it does, Kelly. I've seen your work. I mean, we've been in class before. I've seen your work. I don't think this mark is indicative of you as a designer. I think you've got a much more finesse than this. Let me show you what I've come up with. And I just did this for a reason. Okay, this is one iteration, and this is another iteration. Now, the reason I'm showing you these, Kelly, is because I think personally that you're not stuck with a K and an L or an L and a K. You're not, let me get rid of that. You're not stuck with that. You know, you can use the K or the KL, or you don't. You see what I'm seeing? You can use other design motifs, and that's why I just wanted to show you this, because this would be a perfectly viable option for you to use. Just a K. It's just a visual identifier so that you can maybe pull this away from your name in your portfolio and put it down at the corner of the page, and it's still being branded. It's still part of you because the way you set your logo up is you have the K with the Kelly Lunny and the graphic design. So this could feasibly stand on its own and be presented somewhere else. Okay? So could this down in the corner of the page on your portfolio, perhaps. Okay? And those things could definitely happen. Here's another variation of that in case you but I quite think this is much better. So, you know, I just want to show you those ideas so you're not stuck thinking you have to use LK or that combination. Okay, so as far as this goes, is if you want to stick with this mark, I would definitely lighten up those strokes. It's just really so strong and bulky. And we can see that as let me see, where am I here? As we back off, see, now we're gonna start backing down and we can see the name at one point gets to where you can't really see it anymore, but you still got this big bulky triangles. Okay, so I am hating to sound like this because I'm not the guy that says, okay, this is great, just keep going forward. I'm not going to say it's great unless I think it's going to really help you in branding yourself and possibly helping you with your job search and doing what you want to do in your dreams as a graphic designer, okay? So that's the only way I know how to be. So I'm not going to be a guy that says, oh yeah, this is great, Kelly, go ahead forward with it. All right, I think it still needs help. Please don't get mad at me. But I know you've been working so hard. But think of alternatives. Okay, if you have any questions at all, Kelly, please just let me know, and I can give you some more help. Or, you know, don't think you have to have this done by like this week or tomorrow or something. Just keep working on it. You'll start working on your ideas for business cards and leave behinds and other branding components in your suite. But that doesn't mean your logo has to be done right now. Just keep working on the logo as you're working on other things. I'm right here. You know me. I answer emails immediately. Those of you who are watching, Kelly's been sharing a lot of her iterations with me. Another good thing to do, Kelly, would be to, instead of emailing me your iterations, put them right in the general questions area of the discussion board. This way your classmates can chime in on their opinions too. But don't worry. One way or another, we're going to get you here, and we're going to do it soon, all right? So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. Okay, thank you, Kelly.